Hey guys, wanted to make a quick video on how to modernize your YZ250 front number plate and front fender. It's a pretty simple job. So grab a 23 and up 450 front fender and number plate, either stock or aftermarket. There will be some variances in the aftermarket ones, but the process is the same. When you get your fender, you have fender spacers between your fender and your triple tree, right? And the top of the fender has a flat part of the washer that inserts in, and then you have a bolt that comes up from the bottom. What you need to do is reverse those. So take out the fender spacers, or if you don't have them in yet, put them in from the bottom up. Essentially what you're trying to do is get this front fender up against the triple tree and don't have a spacer washer in there. So if you go from the bottom, you still have the insert in there, which gives it stability, but the flat part of the washer is underneath the fender, not going down on the top. So that brings the fender that much closer. The reason you need that is in order for this to lock into the fender, it needs to get pushed down further, and in stock, if you do it the other way, it's gonna keep popping out. Ask me how I know. So the other thing you do is you come over here and you can either cut this off like I did, or you can leave it a little bit longer. Next time I'd probably leave it a little longer. I haven't had any issues with it. You just trim this off because the standoff here doesn't allow the front number plate to go back close enough without really jamming it and causing some issues. And then the other thing is that other side one over here, you can see you have to trim that up as well. So just take like, an 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch off it. You'll see. The last thing you have to do is when you come over to your bolt where it mounts, take a round file. That's what I did. And just file this number plate hole out towards the back of the bike, because when you push it on, it's going to be a little tight, and then that doesn't create a good fit. So just file that out a little bit. You don't need to take much off, but then you'll see as soon as it goes on, you push it a little, and then you'll hit the bolt perfect, and you won't cross thread your triple tree or anything. So super simple mod, modernizes it, and looks really good on there, and most of all, it works. But again, make sure you do the spacers under here, the washers, and put them from the bottom up, not the top down. That's the most important mod. And then cutting those to allow a good fit. And so you can see this one ain't popping out no matter what you hit, because it was seated in here. If you don't do that, it doesn't seat, and then this pops up and flops around like a wet noodle. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.